said don't do crystal meth in the bathroom all night long.
That's my opinion!
He will never emotionally fulfill you.
Because I don't want to be a part of
Go
it.
to sleep! Go to sleep!
Close your legs to married men, trash box.
I'll tell you how I'm doing. Not well, bitch.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Welcome to Morally Corrupt, show here on the Ringer reality feed. I'm Rachel Lindsay, and she is Chelsea Stark Jones.
Hey, Rach.
Hi, Chelsea. How are you?
Just fine and dandy.
This is a big podcast. I mean, on Friday, maybe Thursday. Was it Thursday? Thursday, I was shocked to receive a message that would have been that Jody's last podcast was going to be on Friday with Morally Corrupt. And today is your last podcast for a while too.
Yeah. I'm hopefully going to have a baby by the end of the week, but we'll see.
Is it the end of the week?
Yeah, my due date is Saturday. So all in God's timing, but I would prefer if she came on time. So I'm at my wit's end. I hit a wall yesterday, so hopefully she comes when she's supposed to.
She's coming. I know someone else who has a due date on the 22nd.
Okay.
So we're just CT and I were just talking about this. Producer CT and I were just saying how it's like birthday season. So many people have birthdays, and it's like August is a popular month for births and anniversaries too, by the way.
My doctor said August is typically busy at the hospital, and I was like, it was around Thanksgiving time of conception, so everyone was thankful.
Okay,
so.
That's what we were trying to figure out here. We were like, what was going on about 9 months ago?
Turkey and stuffing.
Yeah. Just feeling thankful, as you said, you know. And it's all about family that time of year too.
Yeah,
so it makes sense. Well, we're going to make it a good episode since it will be your last one for a while. So let's start off with big news. I mean, two big things happened there's several things that we're going to talk about, but two things that really have Bravo World talking. And one of them is the release of the Salt Lake City trailer. When does the season start? You know, I never remember this.
I feel like they never lead with when the season
It's got to be
back.
soon because we're losing so much. And usually I feel like it's the summer when we lose a lot of shows, but the Valley's done. So now we're only working with Atlanta just got done. So we're working with OC in Miami.
Yes.
And when we have such little shows to watch, I forget about them. I'm like, I find something else. I got to tap into something new. You know, I'm all about the Gilded Age right now.
Oh, I did not know that about. No.
I just started. I'm still in season 1, but it's
good.
Delightful. I don't like period pieces, but I like this period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I will add that to my maternity watch list. But
you should.
Salt Lake comes back September 16th.
Okay, so it'll be here before we know it. Less than a month. It's the countdown, guys. Something to look forward to. But we did get the trailer. It dropped. And I found myself as I was watching it saying, how do they keep it going? How do they keep it so fresh, so interesting? And, there's certain things that are particular to Salt Lake City more than they are with other franchises. You knew when the trailer dropped that you were going to get women in ridiculous costume fighting with one another. They're always going to be wearing some wig, some outfit, which just makes the fight go to a completely different level. It's the ridiculousness of it all because the context is going to be ridiculous in addition to the costume. It's very fitting. Everybody should fight in costume. We would all take ourselves less seriously. Maybe housewives don't, but
it's what makes Summer House so fun too, is like when they're fighting at their theme parties, they're always in costume. But seeing Meredith in a founding fathers wig and costume, and then also it looks like they do a Greek tragedy costume party. Like, it's just, they're thematic. The trailer didn't take my breath away of like, oh, this is gonna be a great season, but I know I'm going to enjoy 99% of the season, every episode almost.
You know why it did for me? And usually I watch a trailer and I'm like, meh. But I'm okay with being meh because I don't have high expectations and then I'm always beautifully surprised. This one drew me in. I got excited because there are so many different storylines that you can't keep up with it. I can't even determine who's at odds with who. And what I liked particularly about this trailer is you would see Lisa yelling at someone. I don't know who she was talking to. Angie, I mean, I can guess, but Angie's saying something. Meredith is afraid to tell somebody something. Heather is pleading for people to just tell the truth. And it's just so many different things that I'm like, well, who is it? Other than Mary and Angie, I'm not really understanding all of it. And we're getting new storylines, particularly with Lisa and John. There's something going on there. We've heard words like mistress and affair, and we don't know who they're attached to. Bronwyn and Todd, no surprise there, seem to be on the rocks. Yeah, there's just so much going on that I'm ready. And I will always go back to this. We were all a little nervous when Jen Shaw left. Not that we wanted her to be there after the way that she deceived such innocent people. But she was such a big part of the show, and all the storylines seemed to center around her, that it was, how will this franchise succeed without her? And we realized she was holding everybody back because these women have a lot to give.
They could perform without her. I will say one of the women who has been held back in this trailer, very little Whitney Rose in the entire trailer. Very little Whitney Rose, which I'm okay with. She's starting to get a little bit too weedy and in the snake-like category for me. And she also is just, I don't know. I do appreciate that they've kept this cast essentially since its inception outside of Jen Shaw, right? Like, everyone's
they've
the
added
same.
just Angie and Brittany.
Yes, which
And Bronwyn.
is and Bronwyn, but like great. Like it's creating deeper friendships, deeper bonds, deeper relationships, deeper resentment towards one another. The line of the entire trailer, though, which had me Googling, maybe I'm just naive, was when I believe Angie fires back towards the end of the trailer about go to work, pay off those fucking lawsuits. And
Bronwyn says that.
Oh, Bronwyn says that. And Lisa Barlow responds with a line in which she puts gout dick together.
Gout dick sucker. Yeah.
That's a new phrase to me.
Well, I just think it's a new phrase, period. I assume,
was like,
but
how did we put these two words together?
It would be the equivalent of something that you believe someone's husband has, and you just put that as a descriptor of the type of dick sucker they are.
Okay.
She's a gout dick sucker. I guess I don't know if that's true, but allegedly Todd has gout. Loved it.
Who just thinks of that? Like
she already knew. She had a planned. It was one of those planned things.
Activated Lisa Barlow is crazy to me. And like also seeing Lisa and Meredith on whatever this DJ tour is that they're doing on social media, I am beside myself with these women. Like they are like Meredith as a DJ. Like, and when did becoming a DJ become like the new midlife crisis? Like
Paris Hilton started it. Not that she was having a midlife crisis, but I feel like when she got into it, then it just became, I'm going to be a DJ. And we have so many people. It's not particular to the Bravo world. So many people are like, well, I'm going to DJ. I'm going to be a DJ on the side. I'm going to DJ.
Like, let's not.
They can have it. They can have it.
Let's not. Another sad part of the trailer, or not sad. Well, I was taken aback by Mary and Angie. I hope this little riff between them is just like a one episode story arc. I love them together. I cried at whatever that dinner was on the vacation last season when they were when they played the text message game and they got in a fight and they came back together. They said, I love you. Like I can't take a friendship breakup between Mary and Angie. That would just break my heart.
Yeah. And I think when Mary is going through something, I mean, even though she was going through something last season and we got a lot more from her.
Yeah.
She alludes that, you know, Robert Jr. is still going through it. It's an up and down thing. But we see her in her church. which we haven't
Again,
seen
yes, we have not seen the church in a minute.
in a really long time. And there were all those rumors circulating around that she wasn't with the church anymore. So we see her in the church. We see Meredith wiping her eyes. I think maybe I saw Lisa. Somebody else is there with Meredith. But Mary with the microphone in the church, she looked like she had the robe back on. She was back. She might not be leading the church, but she's still a sister in the church. So that was exciting to see. I did not know that Lisa Barlow was being sued by a former business partner. So that was interesting to me. You know, it's just another thing because you forget Bronwyn and Lisa were close and they're clearly still not. So it's another thing for the women to hurl at Lisa because, you know, in Lisa's mind, it's Lisa versus everybody else. But that's just like a whole nother thing. So to me, there were just so many beautiful things that I cannot wait to dive into and recap this season. And they always seem to do it with some sort of theme, right? Like I feel like it started with the Monica of it all and now it isn't Heather narrating it, but it's this woman standing, I guess they're in Greece and
they're in Greece, which
and she's
is
talking
Angie's
about the
time to
tragedy.
shine.
Exactly. So they're setting the whole thing up like I mean, this is Emmy worthy. This
really is.
Creative direction, this editing, this tying the Greek tragedy and that story into the tragic state of these women and their friendships and their marriages and their businesses. It's beautiful. And I'm
Salt Lake
so
is
excited.
really, it fires on all cylinders. And it does it in a way of, I think we're in this age of reality TV where we see people that join the series or franchises or whatever for fame. And this is a later, like more recent franchise where I think that argument can be made for most of the women that are on it, that they want to establish a name for themselves. They want to be famous, whatever. But there's still something so very genuine about these women and like fascinating. And they're kooky enough I don't even care if their intention was to come on this show to become famous and it's like they're putting on a facade or whatever of themselves. Like they're so fascinating and interesting. And these women take themselves seriously, but they also seem to be like in on the bit. Like they're so fascinating. Salt Lake
in a New York way. Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Salt Lake is just, yeah, I guess maybe they are replacing what New York was.
Because they were in on the bit too. They played into it.
However, these women don't get as wasted, which I do appreciate because that's when New York started to get a little bit too dark and a little bit too sloppy as they were just getting a little bit too drunk. But these women really, they put it all out there and I'm so excited for it's top tier to me. Salt Lake and Miami are probably my two favorite housewife franchises at the time.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. That's a good segue because let's talk about Miami because you got Todd Nepola once again has taken to social media to reveal something about the housewives. This isn't the first time. We saw him go out. Didn't he do a whole thing with Anthony or did he apologize to Anthony? He either went after Anthony or apologized or both.
He apologized. He did a really cringy like apology video to
So
Anthony.
he's no stranger to propping up that camera and going on a long rant, whether it be an apology or in this case, a particular rant where he alleges things about production, about the castmates. And so I guess my question is, it's a 10-minute IG video, which really takes some dedication to listen to. I know we both listened to the whole thing. I had two thoughts. I mean, there's multiple thoughts, but two questions. One, do you believe him? It's not a question of that, right? Because not everything he's saying can be true and not everything he's saying can be a lie. But do you more believe him or less believe him is the question. Second, do you think he is still with Alexia based off this 10-minute video?
No, I don't. This doesn't help me or move the needle for me in any way in thinking that he is a truth teller or whatever.
So you think most of the stuff he's saying is untrue?
I think most of the stuff he's saying is yes, and to make himself look quote unquote good. This does not benefit anybody or I don't even think it really benefits him, but like this does not benefit anyone. He doesn't do this for anyone but himself. I think it's a selfish video to be putting out and to say this statement and whatnot. I think he cares too much about public opinion, specifically the public opinion of Bravo viewers, which sorry, Todd, like we're not your demographic. Like I don't know who he thinks he's trying to win over here. I don't think Alexia's sons and Alexia's telling of what happened when he left is inaccurate. I think how Frankie and the older one, how they felt about it and stuff like that is fair. And yeah, no, to me, it's desperate. And I think if he did this video and he's with Alexia, Alexia is not coming back to Housewives. So therefore, I don't think him and Alexia are together at this moment in time.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it and I thought the way you're talking about Peter, we know how much she cares about her sons. The way you're accusing Alexia of lying. Because here's the thing. I'm with you. I think most of the things he is saying are untrue.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if Todd is a narcissist, but I know that they allude to him being one on this season. For you to think that everybody is against you and that you are the center of the drama and the storylines of this season is narcissistic. That's a narcissistic tendency to think like we know we got the first episode and maybe the second episode dealt a lot with Alexia and Todd, but we haven't talked about it since. It's Stephanie versus Alexia. It's Adriana versus Marisol. It's Adriana and Julia. It's Julia and Gertie. It's Kiki revealing that she's going through things with her family. There are so many other storylines that Todd's name hasn't been mentioned in a second. I mean, I know Meatloaf singing last week was something that had to do with it, but it was just what Alexia was going through, not Todd. So the fact that Todd thinks that, to your point, that we're as concerned, it would be different if Todd was like, this has affected my business. These lies have affected my business dealings. But he didn't even assert that. It's more about his reputation and the type of stepfather that he is to Frankie, which I understand if that's not true, that him being upset. But he would, if what he's saying is true, Alexia is not who we think she is. Alexia would be the biggest liar. Alexia can cry on point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is hard for me to believe that Alexia was not so hurt at the start of this season. When we saw her crying, to hear Marisol talk about how she didn't want him to be back with her, how Marisol talked about how he's affected their friendship. It's hard for me to believe that they're going that deep. I've never seen in Housewives history somebody follow the lie that deeply. Like even when there was the lie with Candy and Phaedra and Portia on Atlanta, we immediately knew, we're told it was a lie. Do you know what I mean? It didn't. So
Alexia is she's very forthcoming. She's very honest. If you've watched the original seasons of Miami and then the rebooted seasons, like Alexia is very, very much an open book. And also she's not someone that I think could put on a performance, like you said, like this. Like that's just not, put her in Hollywood if so. But, he kind of reminds me of someone else in another franchise of John Jansen in a way. Like to John's credit, the season was did revolve around him, but that's because he inserted himself in it in such a crazy way. But it's this man that feels like he needs to fight for his reputation amongst all these female Bravo viewers that really don't want anything to do with you. Like, we're not concerned about you. We're not following you on social media.
Right.
We don't care what's going on about your business. And if it is affecting your business, I'm sorry, what is your business?
Commercial real estate. He kind of talks about it.
Don't I don't know who your clients are that are so concerned about what you do to your ex-wife, current wife, whatever on a reality show. But, to me, this is all self-serving. I do feel like the term narcissist is getting thrown around. It's the new gaslighting phrase, but he does seem to just be far too involved in what other people think of him. And it's like a touch grass situation. Like no one cares about you in this way. We're not checking on you.
Do you think we would be talking about this if we didn't have to podcast on it? There's no way in hell I would have watched Todd Nepola talk for 10 minutes. No way that I'm that in. I do.
And it's a slow Bravo News week too. Like, I'm sorry, if there was more going on, this would not have made the outline.
And you can't. They filmed the Miami reunion.
Yes.
So you can't tell me that this isn't calculated on his end to release this video post reunion. Because if you were about it, Todd, you would have released it before, and it could have been addressed by Alexia or Adriana or Marisol or even Andy himself, or you could have come on. But you purposefully did this when it was over. And maybe you did it because something's going to come out at the reunion. Maybe that's why. Or you did it because you didn't have to put your feet to the fire by the things being addressed or your comments being refuted. But the good news here is people don't care enough about it. I don't believe it. And one of the things that pisses me off that he does do in this is that he uses Gertie in his 10-minute rant, right? Leave Gertie alone. We on here on Morally Corrupt don't agree with all of Gertie's actions, but please don't use Gertie and say that they're displaying acts of microaggressions against her to further your point. You have something you have to say. Leave Gertie alone and leave Gertie out of it. That again is manipulative behavior to me.
Yeah, and as if I were Gertie, I'd be like, why are you bringing me into this? Like, we have no relationship, no friendship, no nothing. Like, don't try to advocate for me in this way. And were you ever advocating for me prior to this? Like, it's so strange and bizarre. And he never wanted to be on the show, which is fine. Like, just play a little bit more of a backseat role. Like, and I feel like that's what was ultimately he cares too much about the public perception, which is like crazy to me as like a grown 60-something-year-old man to like
most
care.
People care what people think.
But on this type of a platform, like, I expect that from the women, but like
how these, we could name several men that are married to housewives that love the attention.
And whatnot. But like, it's just to make it so deeply about yourself in this way is just so disgusting. Like, it's just so like, what is the word? It's not emasculate. Like, he's emasculating himself to me, where it's just like, this is the type of man that you want to be, where you're like fighting with the comment section and the producers and like getting when Nene called Peter a bitch, like that's what you're giving to me.
Business.
Yes, like stop.
I can just imagine Todd sitting at home. He presses send, puts it out there, or I don't know if he was on a live, so whatever it is, it's published. It gets talked about for 24 hours, and then like the next day, nobody's talking about it, and him just being so upset, like obsessively looking at the comments. Nobody's calling him because if it's true, Todd, then be about that life. Sue them like you're threatening. If they used you without your consent, sue them. If that's true, come on, Todd, be about that life. I challenge you to sue them then. If you're that upset, if that many lies have been told, if it's affecting your business and your reputation, then and it's all based on things that aren't true, and you have the evidence to back that up, sue them, Todd.
Yeah.
Sue them. And then we'll put that lawsuit in like a Bravo Hall of Fame museum like we do at BravoCon for all other things. We're getting to that point now at this point with all these lawsuits. Like,
we are.
It's going to be a part of the museum.
I don't know if he's combed through these comments and deleted the ones that aren't favorable to him, but the comment section is not passing the vibe check.
It's not.
I will.
Surprise. Only surprise to Todd.
Yeah, I'm like, what are these people saying? You're right about them, how mean they are to girls' production, and they're treating Gertie so horrifically. Like, give Todd his own real estate show. No, he had to have come through the comments
alone.
And
leave Gertie
and only left
alone.
favorable ones. Yeah, I don't need any more Todd on my screen. I hope Alexia is done with him. And yeah, that's I hope she said goodbye. Good riddance.
We're good. We're good on that. Alexia, move on, please. And so I'll be curious to see. I feel like something must be said at the reunion too for him to go to for him to have this reaction, which makes me excited about the reunion. It's a short Bravo show today, guys. Not a whole lot going on. Two big things to talk about, but not a whole lot of news. But there are some show announcements. I think this was a little bit surprising for all you Traitors fans out there. We know that the first season of Traitors was half and half civilians, half people, public figures. And then based off that success, every season thereafter has been public figures from different reality shows. And they're not doing away with that. They're adding more to the Traitors franchise by having a new season that's going to be on primetime NBC. Shows you the power of reality TV as linear TV is suffering. They are now pulling the success from the streaming shows onto linear TV, I should say. So they're going to have a new show, new version of Traitors, all civilians. You're a big Traitors fan, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel about
I do
this?
like Traitors. I probably won't watch it.
Damn.
I think the UK version was like civilian base or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think I enjoyed Traitors because I enjoy the housewife element of it. And I've fallen off of these reality competition shows. So I don't know if I'll get back in if there's not someone that's like a name that I recognize.
This could be an opportunity for a new star to be born.
It could be. And if there is someone going viral on Twitter or someone that is just outrageous, I will tune in. I'll clock in. But I'm not going to set my DVR and be watching live with this cast of unknown civilians. That's just me. I enjoy looking at faces I'm familiar. I'm very, is that like a millennial trait? Like very nostalgic in the fact that like I familiarity and like who I know and what I know is like comfort to me.
I don't think so. But you know what's interesting? I'm thinking of this as I'm listening to you talk. Yes, they're civilians, but anybody going on this show has somewhat of a desire to be a reality TV star. And the moment you get cast, you are now a reality TV star. So in a sense, this show is a reality TV show creating more characters in the reality TV space. That's 100% what this is. So you come in a quote unquote civilian, you leave, whether you're kicked off at the beginning or the end, as a reality TV star who now has the opportunity to possibly go on more competition shows, more maybe love reality shows and on other streaming services. So thank you, NBC, but all you're just giving us new reality stars, which could be exciting.
It could be exciting.
At one point, aren't you a civilian when you go on The Bachelor? You're a civilian when you go on The Bachelor, you come out, you're a reality TV star. So, you know, for all you reality TV fans out there, this is an exciting thing where you get new, fresh blood.
I again, if there is a girl named Brittany that is going viral for saying some crazy stuff or looking quacky or doing something goofy, and I find her interesting enough to make me tune in, I will tune in. But I am not a like, it comes out January 25th, sitting down watching it for sure.
Okay.
So they just have to convince me. I need performance.
I would like to say that you will still be on maternity leave when that happens.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do the over-under on how many weeks before you watch it. You're going to need something new to
Before I
watch.
cave.
I mean,
Yeah.
football will be going on, but we'll be in playoff season. So, I mean, January 25th it'll be Super Bowl.
I don't know
So
if that's
football
like
season's
an
over.
actual date,
Oh,
but I'm
okay.
just saying, I just threw that out there.
I'm going
like,
to do the over-under. You're going to be at home. You're going to be looking for new content. Chelsea's going to be being like, have you guys seen the new Traitors? Oh my gosh, you're going to love this person. Watch,
and if that
mark my
happens,
words.
you could call me out for it. I will eat crow, as they say.
All right. All right, another show that was announced, or the cast was announced, season 4 of Special Forces. Do you watch that?
This is one that I watch if I see like a clip going viral. So not regularly. However, I actually do think I will watch this one because of the cast and the familiarity. And honestly, this is the most random group of people I think I've ever seen be put together. I thought this was an AI.
So random.
I thought this was AI generated. when I saw Jussie Smollett, I said, this is not real. This is not real.
It is always very random, but you're right. It's just, it's like a free for all. It's like, who needs to be on it? And I mean, this is probably the most. So Teresa Giudice, Gia Giudice, Eva Marcel, and Brittany Cartwright are all on from the Bravo world. I feel like this is the most Bravo people I've seen at one time on the cast. You know, I was asked to be on this cast.
I did not know.
Yeah, Special Forces is not for me.
Rachel, you're tough.
I don't want to be. I'm sorry. There are too many things. There are too many things going on in the world where I don't want to put more hardship on myself. Like, I would need to be paid a lot of money to do it. I don't want. I just have no desire to go through hard shit right now.
You're in your soft girl
every day,
era.
I'm in my soft. Every day is hard. Like, there's a different. Why would I do this unless everything has a price. So if the money had been right, maybe. But for me, it just wasn't worth it. I've never watched this show. I probably won't watch this show. Something would have to go really viral for me. The thing I like the most about it, to your point, is the randomness of the cast. But for me, it's just not. It's not enough for me.
And I'm actually pretty obsessed with this. To see Eva, I find it interesting. She is listed as America's Next Top Model, which, I mean, that is how we were introduced to her. And I guess maybe that's why Brittany is also Vanderpump Rules and not the Valley. But yes, the top 4 line being Teresa, Gia, Eva, and Brittany. I am so very curious by this daughter-mother dynamic that we will see with Gia and Teresa.
Who else is on it?
Okay, so Cody from Sister Wives, which I don't watch, but I heard he's a disaster.
I don't know that.
Shawn Johnson, which the famous gymnast, and her husband Andrew.
All right, so this is what we're doing this year. Family affair. Okay.
Yes, Eric and Jesse Decker, Randall Cobb, as I mentioned, Jussie Smollett. Which when I first saw this, I was like, "There's no way this is real." Johnny Manziel. A lot of NFL players, actually. Brianna Chicken Fry from Barstool Sports, Zach Bryan breakup controversy. Chanel Aman, model. Like, that was another one that kind of surprised me. Like, what does she do? Like, Mark Estes from... What are they called? The Cowboys? The TikTok Cowboys? He dated Kristen Cavallari from Montana Boys. Yes. Ravi, I don't know who he is. And Christy Chastain, soccer player. And Swaggy P.
I'm looking up who won last time.
It was Kayla Nicole.
Oh, she won?
I think so, yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Has it aired?
Not yet.
Season 3 hasn't aired?
No, that season 3 did air, and that was another one where the only time I really tuned in was when she was talking about Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Brody and Kayla won. Okay.
Yeah. So no, I will be watching this. I'm curious to see how the Housewives do. I'm curious to see how Teresa will do. I'm curious to see Brittany. They push them and challenge them in ways like not just physically but mentally.
Yeah.
So we'll get stuff from them that will be like Brittany talking about Jax and his cocaine use and how that was so hard on her, and then we'll also maybe get some stuff from Gia about her dad, and so that to me is like probably why I'll be tuning in, because we'll get some like really hardcore Marine, like we're trying to break you, so we're going to talk about the most vulnerable thing in your life type stuff. So that will be fun for me. But yeah, I mean, we'll see if I continue to watch, if it's like a start to finish watch, or if I'll fall off. But I am intrigued, and I am sad September 25th. So,
well, guess what? Add it to your list.
Yes, a nice weekly show. You know, I don't watch regular TV programming like I used to.
Oh.
What is it called? Basic cable?
I mean, I still have mine. I have Law and Order. I have Grey's Anatomy.
You still watch Grey's?
I got caught back up
Oh.
I caught back up. So I didn't watch it in real time.
Yeah.
But recently I was like, oh, let me catch back up. So I'm ready to start this season. So I probably will watch in real time because I'm caught
Okay.
up. I was like a season and a half behind. And
Okay.
now I'm back. And I got on a Grey's during COVID. From the very I'd
Okay.
never watched it. So it was funny, not funny, but like when oh boy, is it Denny?
Uh-huh.
When he died, it
Uh-huh.
was I stopped watching for a month. I was
You
just
were
like
tore up.
I was taught more about that than I was about McDreamy dying. I just was like, because by season 10, I was so used to character death. But that one, like, I was on the floor like Katherine Heigl, like
Oh my
crying. Like I
gosh.
was sick. And the crazy thing is, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, is that right?
Yeah.
I know him as Negan from Walking Dead.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
to see him in this soft state
Lovable.
when he's
Yeah.
a demon on Walking Dead,
Fucked with you.
So after that, I watched all the way through. And then when I was at Extra, I did interviews with the new cast when they had the new people. So I had watched it. I was like all in on them and I had interviewed them. So I felt like I knew them. And yeah. So I'm in it. But yes, there are still some shows that I watch on regular
Network
TV.
television.
Network television.
Yes,
Thank
that's
you.
what it's called.
Network television.
Yeah, I stopped watching after Meredith supposedly left the hospital, but isn't she back? I
She's
don't
never
understand.
left.
Yeah.
She never left. She went to Boston, but she's like literally, spoiler alert, this past season ends where she's like, I'm thinking of spending the summers here. And so it's like, okay, so leading into this next season, we're gonna get more Meredith, is what it felt like.
So
Yeah.
whatever that was.
So
Well,
that's that.
okay. Well, maybe I'll jump back in.
You'll have time. You'll be looking for a list. You'll be looking for a list. You have somebody to talk to about it.
Yes.
All right. So, we just gave you some new shows to check out. Special Forces, check that out. Traders, that's coming. We don't know when yet, but check that out too. As we head out, we thought that this would be a cute segment. Shout out to Belle for putting this together. But because Chelsea is about to leave a little while for parental leave, and I loved Next Gen NYC so much, which, might I add, so does Michelle Obama. So I'm in such good company.
You are. I need to get in it.
We thought, and of course, I'm sure there are so many things that we forgot, as we've been watching these people on the Housewives shows for years, or just Bravo shows, period, for years, decades even. We thought we would put together our Mount Rushmore of best kid moments on Bravo. Chelsea, I'll let you do the honors and start. Your favorite.
Okay, my favorites. This is number 1. Vicky surprising her son Michael off when he goes to college. The OG of the OC, she built this house that we all reside and love. Her showing up with kegs and beers to hang out with her son on a college Saturday and him being like absolutely mortified. And like it was so funny, but then like all of his friends are into it. Like, and I try to put myself in like college Chelsea shoes. I probably would have really enjoyed my mom like coming to do that.
No.
Really?
No. Not on game day. Not on game day. Absolutely not.
I've had some crazy moments where it's just like, okay, like my mom's here, like whatever. Like maybe that's very Lexi of Summer House of me. Yeah, my mom is like, when did your moms first see you drunk? Like
Never.
How old were you?
My
Really?
mom's never seen me drunk.
Really?
Even my mom came to my 39th birthday, the Cowboy Carter party. I couldn't fully let loose. That's the most she's seen me drink, but I wasn't drinking in front of her. She was just there.
Oh my gosh.
And I said 39. No, because my parents don't drink. My mom maybe a little bit. So out of respect, I feel like now if you walk up on college, that's your bad because you stepped into my territory. But no, how old were you?
Probably 20.
Underage?
Yeah. With my fake ID. Yeah, I like, definitely. Cause yeah, no, for sure. Cause my parents do drink and they did drink in front of me. I've seen them. I could recall, sorry, Mom, she's probably not gonna like this. First time I've ever seen her drunk when I was a kid. So I was like, yeah, no, definitely 20 years old. And yeah, I can't wait to get drunk with my mom again soon.
I love that. I mean, I drink in front of my parents for sure, but I've never been drunk or wasted in front of my parents at all.
Oh, Yolanda's seen it. She's seen it all. So I would not. You would be Michael in this situation. I would have been like, Mom, let's go. Put her on top of the keg stand.
It's not even the drinking. It's like the disrespect. This is college game day. There's a whole tradition that goes with it. There's, like you pregame, your friends come over, you pregame, you do your thing. Like you're disrupting. There's only a few college home games a year, right? And you're taking away from one of those.
The attention is now on you when it should be on me. And I really don't. Is that where you're like, I don't appreciate that?
Yeah. Nah, just maybe a surprise visit on any other day.
Okay.
Any other day.
Fair enough. But that is Vicky showing up, wanting to whoop it up with Michael is definitely my favorite. I will say one of the most long-lasting, memorable ones is going to be Gia's waking up in the morning, thinking about so many things. I just saw her do a podcast interview with somebody. I don't no shade of this man. I don't know who he is, but she told him that one TikTok sound waking up in the morning. He's like, yeah, she's like, that's me. Like the fact that that sound went so viral to so many non-Bravo listeners or viewers. And she is just, and the root of it was to reunite Teresa and her brother Joe.
Right.
And we have not gotten there. So it was well intended, did not work. It was not successful, but that was so funny. And I will do a two-way of Melania, the Giudice, Melania and Gia particularly. They were the stars of the Giudice children. They were crazy, outrageous. They loved the cameras. Melania calling Joe a troll, accurate, and asking for pizza, great. And I love Melania now. She does fun TikToks with Teresa. Teresa doesn't know any of the trends. She just cooperates because Melania asks her to. So they're really funny TikToks. I will throw in, I guess that's my 3. I'll say 3 is the pizza, the troll. My last one is going to be Aiden's first day of school because I just rewatched it and I cried. So cute, so sweet, Mr. President. Just Mommy, I'll always be your baby. Stop. I can't. I'm in all the trenches. I'm in all the feels already. So watching that was so emotional. But I will tie to Aiden's first day of kindergarten to before he was even born, when the women are trying to figure out Phaedra's due date, and she does not want to accurately tell them the due date, assuming because he was conceived prior to her marrying Apollo. But I feel her when she says that baby about to get out of here, because that's how I need this baby to get out of here.
That is one of the funniest scenes. Nini's reaction. When they're even Mama Joyce was there. And
Mama Joyce, Sheree,
she's this
you
baby's about to come out of here. And they're like, no, wait, what?
Baby, you can have a baby at 7 months?
Is that where Nini goes, shut up. That sounds so dumb. That is so stupid.
I think that's for Phaedra or Kenya, but that can apply to that situation. Yes, no.
So good. Yeah, all great ones. I mean, Melania, period, as a child. Every scene we used to look forward to Melania's scenes. Yes, when she calls him the old troll, but Melania was a terror. She was throwing things. She was talking back. I used to look forward to the Melania of it all. And that's what we were getting on camera. You can only imagine. Oh, yeah. And then you wonder, how does she learn all these things? At 3 years old, knowing how to correctly call somebody an old troll, that means either Joe or Teresa, they use that term with one another. Yeah. Or somewhere else in the family. I don't know. If I'm going to add, because because as I was thinking it, it's like we got teenagers. We didn't really have kids, but we've seen Portia from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We've seen her grow up. And she was like, it's crazy that she's driving now. I don't even know. She might be 18 now. I don't really know at this point, but she was such a baby and she was so cute. Her little ringlets, little Shirley Temple. And when she invites Lisa Vanderpump to her birthday party, calls her, imitates her, calls her darling. It just, that was so cute, but also it just took me back to a time where it's like when LVP was on the show, when Kyle and LVP got along, when there was a real friendship there, just like the better days of Beverly Hills. Not to say it's terrible now, and I'm just a different time period.
Yeah.
Golden for sure. And then I would add, just because I am a fan of Next Gen NYC, and to see, again, you see them as young and then to grow up, to see Ariana and Riley rekindle their friendship. And we kept getting that flashback of when they were kids and they were sitting there. And Ariana's like, I have a boyfriend. And Riley's like, my mama would beat my butt if that was me. It was so honest. And it just shows how they grew up in two totally different households with different parenting, and one's bragging about something that the other one would be terrified to do. And it was just so cute and wholesome, and to see where they are now, I would have to add that there. But that's really it. I'm sure we missed some, and you guys will let us know if we did, but that is our Mount Rushmore of best kid moments, hopefully to add so many more to that list. Chelsea, I will let you have the final word as we're closing out on what is your final episode of 2025. Yeah, you have the floor.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Well, I will miss you all. And I will miss talking Bravo with you, Rachel. And I am naturally a big fan, so I will be watching and tuning in to all the recaps, all the news, all the coverage. You guys stay here on Ring of Reality. Check in with Morally Corrupt. Rachel will be joined every week with great co-hosts. So we will not keep you in the dark here. We're still coming twice a week. Yeah, just follow me on socials if you want to see when this baby's about to get up out of here.
Yes. And you're always free to pop in. I'm sure you're going to feel so strongly about something. If you can't pop in via video, send over the message, text, email, phone call, and we will be sure to relay your opinions to the Morally Corrupt audience, because I don't know how you're going to be able to contain yourself for that long. So we'll actually be expecting it.
Yeah, there's going to be, between BravoCon, Salt Lake returning, Southern Charm will probably be back before I come back. Like, there's going to be so many things. The new Vanderpump, yes. So
write it down. Write it down. I mean, I'm sure you need to be paying attention to all the baby moments, blah, 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 blah. But write down.
Oh, I will.
The Bravo
and like,
too.
if there's a season of Housewives or, any other Bravo related series that you think I should watch, just give it to me. Like, I'll jump in anywhere, not from the beginning. It could be season 5 of Atlanta, season 7 of whatever. Just whatever your favorite season is, just throw it my way and I'll pop in.
That's a good point. While you're looking for content, you should brush up on your knowledge and become our resident historian.
Yeah.
When it comes to the Bravo world. I love that idea.
I am.
It's happening.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Give me like the old ones too, like where there's still like black on the side of the screens because we're not full like ratio. Like give me some of those. Yeah.
Start with those. See the bad quality, which we thought was amazing at that time. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. That is it for us here. You guys make sure, yes, like Chelsea said, follow her, show her some love. We cannot wait to meet the new addition. A new Bravo fan will be born soon. So exciting.
Yes.
You guys take care. Enjoy your week. Make sure you catch us on Friday where we will be doing recaps of Miami and OC. And until then, we'll see you. Bye, guys.
Bye.